Big news out of California today. O.J. Simpson, the NFL star who was acquitted of murdering his ex-wife in a televised trial that gripped the nation, has died.
Simpson played 11 seasons in the NFL, but his sports legacy took a backseat in the 1990s after his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ronald Goldman were killed. Simpson's case went to trial in 1995 and was broadcast to millions of viewers across the country. He was acquitted of both murders in a controversial verdict. 2 years later, he was found civilly liable for the double homicide.
But it was a Las Vegas robbery in 2008 that ultimately sent him to prison. He served just over 9 years of a 33-year sentence before being paroled in 2017.
And like most times, there's always a South Florida connection.
O.J. Simpson was a Kendall resident. NBC6's Lorena Inclan is at the former Simpson home with the story.
There used to be a large home here with a swimming pool where O.J. Simpson lived with his kids. But now it's been vacant for years, and its former owner is leaving behind a complicated legacy of his life. O.J. Simpson called Kendall home for years. He moved into this home on Southwest 112th Street in the year 2000 and was known to frequent area restaurants, bars, and golf courses. Paul Castronovo, a well-known radio personality in South Florida, briefly interviewed O.J. shortly after he moved to Miami with his kids.
We had a contest, who do you know famous? And we gave away a big prize for the most famous person that would call the show. And someone said O.J. Simpson is going to call the show.
O.J.? How, O.J.?
Yes.
Good morning.
The interview drew criticism from the show's co-host, Ron Brewer, who walked out in protest.
We had an argument, was he famous or infamous? And I think he was famous at one point and then became infamous.
Are you still in the hunt for the killers?
I from time to time, it's not a subject I want to talk about, but
right.
I do have 3 volunteer PIs that when we get information that we think could help, we try to follow up.
O.J.'s move to Florida was widely viewed as an effort to avoid having to pay more than $33 million to Nicole Brown's and Ron Goldman's families who successfully sued him in civil court. Paul believes O.J.'s legacy largely depends on who you ask.
There's Buffalo Bills fans that will remember him as the great running back. There's many of us who grew up watching him in the Naked Gun movies or the running through the airport hurts. But then there's many people in America that only know him from what happened to Nicole Brown Simpson. And then there's some people who are like, who? So his legacy is everywhere.
Back in 2013, this property was sold to a third-party bidder in a bank foreclosure proceeding. Reporting in Kendall, Lorena Inclan, NBC6 News.